Welcome to part 7 of my series in predicting the 2018 NASCAR Cup Series season. In this video, we move into the round of 12 as we work to figure out who will continue on to the round of 8. So who will win the next 3 races and punch their way in closer to the final round? Let's find out in part 7. Note, Part 7 was made after the 2018 Daytona 500 and after the 2018 race at Atlanta, and therefore I was wrong about Austin Dillon going winless and missing the playoffs in 2018, and I was also wrong about Kevin Harvick winning later on in the season as he won Atlanta Motor Speedway. And this also takes away one of the 6 wins that I predicted so far for Martin Truex Jr. However, we will move on as I predicted so far, and we will just go back later on and review my picks at another time. Race number 30, the Fall Cup race at Dover International Speedway. As of my predictions for the spring race, this would mean that Kyle Busch comes in as a 2-race defending winner. Kyle's most likely going to run very well here at Dover, however, I don't see him winning this one this time at Dover. Last year, Chase Elliott was about 2 laps away from winning his first race here. However, I also do not see him picking up the victory here either this time. Instead, I see a driver who has had a lot of great runs here in the past picking up the win here in the playoffs at Dover. And in this race, I see Kyle Larson picking up his very first win at Dover. And now, Kyle Larson can have some revenge from all those troubles that he had in the 2017 playoffs. Good job, Kyle. You're moving on. Race number 31, the Alabama 500 at Talladega Superspeedway. In the second race at the round of 12, it's time to have some fun up on the high banks of Talladega. We're back to super speedway racing, and for 12 drivers, they simply want to just finish this race with their playoff hopes still intact by avoiding the big crash. However, for 24 other drivers, this is their opportunity to get some bragging rights by earning a win at Talladega. And in this race, I believe we will not see a playoff contender winning at Talladega. Instead, I picture a driver who has won here before to pick up the victory. And that driver is the driver of the number 14 car, Clint Bowyer. I don't quite see Bowyer making the playoffs this year, but when the 14 makes it to Talladega in the fall, I see Mr. Bowyer getting his first win for Stewart-Haas Racing and getting some good momentum for a better 2019 racing season. Good job, Clint. You're showing us that you still got it. Race number 32, the Hollywood Casino 400 at Kansas Speedway. Now, in the final race of the round of 12, we come to Kansas Speedway, and I'll admit my early favorite was for Martin Truex Jr. to sweep the season at Kansas, but I believe that after what I saw in person at the Atlanta Motor Speedway, my new choice for this one is Kevin Harvick, because now that we have actually started racing in 2018, it's pretty clear that the 4 team has a very solid mile-and-a-half program this year. So therefore, I think that Kevin Harvick is going to be winning the second race at Kansas in 2018. And now we can move on forward into the round of 8. So now, who will be eliminated after the round of 12 this year? Well, unfortunately, and I'm going to get some hate comments for this, I'm sure, but unfortunately, I see 7-time champion Jimmie Johnson being gone after the round of 12. I also see Eric Jones in a 20 car being eliminated during the round of 12, and after him, I see Ryan Blaney in the 12 car, leaving us in the round of 12. And finally, the one that hurts the most, I see my favorite, Alex Bowman, not making it past the round of 12. I really hate to say that, but I just don't think that Alex Bowman's going to be quite that good in his first year of Hendrick Motorsports. Now moving on in the round of 8, I have Martin Truex Jr. with 6 wins, Kyle Busch with 5 wins. Brad Keselowski will only have 2 wins by this point, but I see him running in the top 5 through the round of 12 and being close at Talladega. Kevin Harvick, Kyle Larson, and Chase Elliott bring up the top 6 with 3 wins each, and Joey Logano and Denny Hamlin use their experience to step it up more in the playoffs, and I see them advancing into the round of 8, even with Hamlin still being winless at this point. Hey, it's not unlikely. Ryan Newman finished 2014 in 2nd place, and he never even won that season. So that does it for part 7 of my predictions. Finally, I apologize for the delay, but let this serve as a reminder to not buy a refurbished computer from Best Buy in the future, because when it stops charging on you, Best Buy will only give you a gift card and ask you to buy another computer. Let me say it like this.
So let me be clear.
I'm glad Best Buy doesn't sponsor Ricky Stenhouse Jr. anymore, because I'd really want to see that car in the wall a lot, just because of the frustrations that I've had. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like on the video, drop a comment down below what you think, smash that subscribe button, and join me next week for part 8 of my 2018 NASCAR predictions. I will for sure see you next time now. I promise we should be back on track to going consistent with this whole YouTube channel again. Again, sorry for this inconvenience, but we are back.